with every 30 seconds, we'll change the movement. It's this piece up here. We're going to go bench step up, and then a low lunge stretch on the bench, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, you ready? Stand in front of your bench. Get ready to step up. You guys can come, yeah, can you come all the way down there in that spot right there? Thank you. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Step up to your bench and step down. We're just getting you warm. Alternating, drive, using your glute. The bench is padded. You might have to balance a little bit. And then we can assist you here. Oh, did they try to stick it at the high one? That's weird. What's with the tape right there? Just push it down as hard as you can. Well, you're fucked. 2, 1. Take a low lunge like this on your bench and just open up hip like that. 3, 2, 1, go. You can for this. Oh, run. Boom. Done. Secret bench. Take some deep breaths. Freestyle it. Whatever you need. Hit it now. Take a couple breaths. Sides. You can drop your elbow to step. You could push your elbow into your inside of your knee. Whatever works for you. Three, 2, 1. Start again with the step ups. 3, 2, 1, go. Just step up, step down, just like you were before. Three, 2, 1. Low lunge. Pick a leg, same thing you did a moment ago. Full deep breath. Eli's a true athlete. He can adapt. What is your story? Did you come in the afternoon?
For like a month with an app. I usually come at like 5:30.
Gotcha. How'd you hear about the class?
There was an Olympic weightlifting class at CJ actually.
Oh, cool.
And
Switch sides.
That's a pretty bad mobility.
All right. Oh, dude, were we on an email thread? Yeah. Yes, I remember.
Elias is my
No, it was a couple weeks ago, so I forgot. Okay, cool. See if you can bring your elbow to your instep. Your elbow. There. How low can you bring your hip to the bench? 3, 2, 1. Good. Still moving in through like a little easy warm up. You're going to bench step over, lift, open, step down, lift, close, step down. Every opening, try to find the outside of your hip before you step down. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Draw the knee as wide as you can each step over. And gently place it down. 2, 1. Now you're going to pop your foot up on the side of the bench. Other hand is going to go here, and you're going to go standing side bend. You can go elbow inside, or you can just reach, but you're trying to square your chest, push this hip forward as you work, okay? Try that out. You can do multiple reaches where you come to standing, and then you come to vertical. You're here for 30 seconds. Whatever your base leg is, try to push that hip forward. Try not to send your hip back as you work. Think about squaring your hip and squaring your chest. Way, Ray. There, you gotta lean this way. So this guy's gonna go down here. This one goes overhead. I'll reach that way. There you go. That's why I'm here. I got you. 3, 2, sides. You might feel tightness on the inside of the hip. You might feel tightness on the outside. Wherever you feel it, send your breath to that spot. Every inhale, try to build space in that space. Space in that space. Most eloquent coach ever. Idiot. You get the idea, my friends. And just so you know, this thing is on. Let's see how you are. Oh, yeah, dude. You look great. You look awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Just hit the step overs once more. 3, 2, 1, go. 30 seconds. Sorry, step overs. You got them. You're finding the outside of your hip with every step. It might be easier to turn this than that way. To the side of the bench, facing that way. And that way you can like pass your foot in front. Open as much as you can and then step down. You're trying to connect to the outside of that hip because we're about to stretch it out. We want it to be a little bit warm before we start. 3, 2, 1. We're going to stretch it out with some elevated pigeon. I like to let my foot hang off the edge of the bench. And then you're going to square up your hip, take some deep breaths. And we're going to start with a 60-second stretch. Go ahead, find that position. Your leg is going to have to work a little bit to support you, but you can also do what Ron is doing here and put your hands on the bench to have your upper body support you or help you out. The clock is on. Right now, you're just sinking into stretch. Elias, you're fucked, man. I got it. Here, let's try to use this guy. Ah, you're good. So you're starting off with 60 seconds. Be able to use it for everything, for what you can use it for. Notice that if you arch your back, the stretch may intensify. Notice that if you angle of your shin and your thigh, the stretch may intensify, right? So if my shin and my thigh make an acute angle, it's going to be less stretch than if I open this a little bit by shifting my hip over. Just play with it. Once you find a good stretch, feels nice. Take some breaths. In a second, we're gonna up the ante a bit. Also, let's stick this under here and let that hang off the edge. The knee goes there, foot's going to hang off. Okay. We're going to up the ante with a pigeon good morning. So you're in stretch, just like Dwight is here. He's going to bring his torso to vertical. Can you do that? And try to support himself. And then he's going to pull in a position using his muscles. So using the inside of the hip, he's thinking, can I pull deeper? And then can I push away with my leg? Work that 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Pull in, belly button leads close to the thigh. Push away, foot pushes away. I feel the outside of my hip. So as I pull deeper, I'm using the muscles on the inside. I feel more stretch. As I push away, I feel the muscles outside. Don't worry about your head. Think about just your belly button. You can bring this closer and bend that knee. Bend this knee. Getting tired there, huh? You're going to be here for another minute. This last minute, you're going to get 3 contractions. If you guys need to refresh, shake out for 1 sec. Come on out for 1 sec. Shake it out. Couple deep breaths. I know. We lift the heavy weights, but it's hard. We're going to go. Imagine this. This is you on the bench, right? You won't be able to move, most likely, but we're going to attempt to lift our foot up off the bench. So it'll be like you're attempting to do that motion. We'll hold that contraction for 10 seconds, then we'll rest. You probably won't get any movement. It's okay. You're just going to feel this work. Then we'll do the opposite movement. as if I were pushing my foot into the bench. 3 sets of a 10-second contraction. No movement, just feel the stuff. Cool? Come back to your stretch. Same leg you were just on. Same leg, same leg, same leg. Okay. Attempt to lift your foot up towards your face. Feel how the inside of the hip works. And hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. And fight again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax one more. Fight to lift it. 8, 7, 6, 5. So you get it. You're trying to do this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Driving your foot into the mat hard as you can. 3, 2, 1, go. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Drive. 10, 9, 8, 7. If I try to lift your foot, I should not be able to. 2, 1. Take a breath. Last one. Drive. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Come on out. Shake it out. And then get set up on the other side. What we're doing is going as deep into the stretch as we can, and then adding a contraction at the end range to strengthen and to help you open up more space. Go ahead and get set up in that other stretch. 60 seconds starting now. If we can produce force at our end range, our nervous system can override that stretch reflex that's holding you in place as it learns to control. Scoot this under your knee. Let this hang off. Scoot over. There you go. And then put that there. There you go. Good. Just breathing. If your back leg is getting tired, it's okay. You're getting a little hip flexor workout on the back leg while we work the front leg. You feel a stretch here?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Perfect. Take a second to focus on how you're breathing right now. I know we're in a CrossFit gym. Things are loud. Things are heavy. Things are intense. But can you just take a second? Take an expansive breath. Before we now do 30 seconds of good morning, starting in 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself into position. Push yourself away. You're using the same muscles we worked in those isometrics. You're pushing with the outside of the foot, feeling contract. You're pulling as if you were trying to lift your foot up to you, feeling the inside of the hip. Lead with your belly button, not with your head, guys. No head bangers. Get ready to contract this side. Need to take a second? Take a second. Come on out for a sec. Shake it out. Shake it out. If you don't need to come out, don't come out. 3, 2, 1, get back in it. 10 seconds attempting to lift that foot. 3, 2, 1, go. Fight to lift it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath and fight. You won't lift it. It's just an isometric. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Fight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And attempt to drive it into the mat. Fighting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath and fight. 10, 9, 8, 7. If I try to lift your foot, I should not be able to lift it. 2, 8, 10, 9, 8. Last one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Excellent, my friends. Come back to your step over just for a moment. Try to feel any new space that you just made, especially in this range. Go ahead, try that out. Get a couple reps of step overs, and then get a couple of wide stance squats to the bench. Take a wide to go step over the bench. Wide stance over the bench. Couple of squats to the bench. Sit down, drop your knees wide, step back up like a horse stance squat. You got it. This piece, right? We should feel the outside of the hip, what we just worked. We're just trying to reinforce any range that we might have gained in that last drill. You ready to do the whole thing one more time? Here we go. Come back up, take a breath. We're stretching to start. That's always nice. Elevated pigeon, just like you did. This whole series, you're starting on the other leg, on the leg you started with. You ready? That's the spirit. 3, 2, 1. We're just stretching for the first 60 seconds. Oh, yeah, they love it. While you guys stretch, focus on where you're feeling the tension. And I know it sounds woo-woo. I know it sounds like yoga, but you've seen those people. They're pretty flexible. Think about breathing space into the tight part that you are feeling right now. Every inhale, I'm sending my breath to my hip. Every exhale, I'm trying to sink a little bit deeper in a stretch. Good morning. 30 seconds. Pull in, push out. Pull in. As you pull in, try to arch your back. Goal is to make you cramp. We're trying to move through the range that we can control here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on out and shake it out for a sec if you need to. And then let's come right back in. Just a moment. Here we go. Back in it. Contracting, attempting to lift your front foot and fighting to lift it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath and fight. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Fight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pushing into the bench. Other way. Ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Push hard as you can. Try to put your foot through the bench. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Fight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Come on out. Very good, guys. Switch sides. Start with a stretch. 60 seconds is on. Good morning. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Pull in, push out. Pull in, push out. Three, two, one. Shake it out. You can come on up for a second. Come right back. You got 6 sets of 10 seconds. First 3 sets, we're trying to lift the foot. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Fight to lift the foot. Feel the inside of your hip work. I have you on the clock. You're going to the 40. 5 more seconds. Just not counting out loud. Rest. Take a breath. And fight. Seconds on. Fighting to lift. Nice, Ray. 2, 1. Take a breath. Fight. If you're cramping, that's okay. Try to turn the dial so that it is not immediate cramp. Can you just have a little bit of tension instead? Rest. Take a breath. Begin to push the foot into the mat now. Push the foot into the mat as if you're trying to rotate your leg through it. 5, 2, 1. Take a breath and fight. Nice, Teddy. Nice, nice, Ray. There we go, Sasha. 3, 2, 1. One more. Take a breath. Put your foot through. Oh, by trying to lift it. There. Trying to do this with your foot. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on out. You made it. You survived. Good job. Hit some step overs and or hit some squats. As you go to step over and or squat, you can squat to the bench. You can air squat. Try to feel your adductors. Try to feel the outsides of your hips. You should feel like you have a little more space there and a little more awareness, a little more activation. All right. How we feel? Was the torture worth it? Do you guys feel like you have a little more space as you do your step overs? Great. Okay, awesome. I was worried I was pushing you too hard. All right, great. Good. Liz said no you weren't. Okay. We're going to go into a little stretchy stretch again. This time, let's do the first set unilateral, and then we'll do the second set bilateral. You'll understand in a moment. It's a stretch like this. You've done it with a PVC. It's just a Y stretch. So find a pad, sit back on your bench, and this feel stretch here. I would go, let's go thumb up to the ceiling. So you're externally rotated. You're trying to get into this lat. Other hand can be wherever. Just focus on one arm at a time. You're going to be here 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You're working. Just in the stretch. Thumb is up to the ceiling. It's even okay if the elbow is a little bent. And experiment. If you can put your palm on the bench without rolling your shoulder forward, do it. But try to buy a rotation. That's thumb up to ceiling as you feel the stretch. If you went to set this up and you were like too close to the bench, you slide away, slide away. Make this stretch work for you. If you can get as deep into the stretch as some of these ladies over here, you could put your head on your fist. Some of you aren't there yet. In other words, you can rest nearly on the floor, but put it on your, yeah, there you go. You guys got it. If you're not there yet, you're working to one day be able to relax in the stretch or relax your head. Okay. 10 seconds. 2 more deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Check this out. We know we know that if we went here and we tried to lift it, it would be no problem, right? Like most of us could lift here without shrugging our shoulder or without rolling in. But the deeper I come into stretch, like if I go all the way down here, now I can't lift it. It's nearly impossible. So you guys are going to go to a deep stretch, and then you're going to try to lift it, come up until you can lift it like an inch off the floor, and that's going to be your start point. Then we're going to do 3 10-second lifts where we take a breath, we hold it for 10, we put it down, we hold it for 10, we put it down. And then, hold on, there's a little more to this complex. Then your hand is going to be glued, and you're going to pull yourself in using the muscles on the outside. I'm not just sinking, I'm actually doing this motion, but hand is glued to the bench, pulling in and pushing away. We'll do that for 30 seconds. Cool? First, the contractions. So set up in your stretch, come deep into the stretch where you cannot, it's impossible to lift your hand off the bench. Then push up to a point where it's possible to lift it like an inch off the bench. You found that, and make sure your blade is scooped back and down. I would go thumb up to the ceiling and keep your elbows straight. Now we're going to hit 3 10-second lifts. You take a breath and lift. Come wider. There, you feel that? That's where you need to be. 2, 1, take a breath, lift. There you go. And away from here. You can turn this up even more. There you go. 2, 1, put it down, take a breath, pause, make sure your elbow is straight and your shoulder is back. Now lift, 10. There you go. Yes, dude, elbow straight. There you go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Kinetic stretch will finish us off. You're pulling in a position, pushing away for 30 seconds. Ready, go. Pull yourself in, feel outside of the, or back shoulder, push away, feel work. Like you're doing a karate chop motion to push you out. Then pull yourself in using the same muscles you used to lift off, but now the hand is glued to the bench. You guys are doing great. Keep that up. Highest tension you can make. High tension, high tension. That's the key. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice, guys. Come to a tall kneel. Just kneel. Here, just like open as you possibly can. Again, elbows straight. We should feel a little more space now. I came around and corrected a few of you, but just before you do the other side up, and feel the difference between shrugging and setting. Can you get into this lat? Now go your stretch on the other side. We do the whole series. Other side. Here we go. 60 seconds on. A couple of you I just saw like compared side to side too, and have a little more space on that side we just worked. That is awesome. Same thing applies here in terms of breathing and stretching. Every exhale, can I sink a little deeper? Every inhale, can I send the air or the breath to the tight spots? Ray, try to straighten your arm. If you can, go a little wider on the bench. Even wider still, like to your left. Go like this. There you go. Okay, come out a little bit from the stretch and find where it is that you're going to do your lift off. Okay, so you have prerequisites. You must keep the shoulder back and down. You must keep the elbow straight. If that's not possible, go wider. Go closer to a T than up in a Y, like, or closer to a T than an I, if it is hard to retract. Okay, you ready? You found your spot, and lift. Hold 10, 9, 8. Very good. 3, 2, 1. Relax. That's where I want you. You can go wider. And lift. Yes, that's it. That's all the space you got. That's great. Perfect. Hold that. That's great. Do that, do that, do that. That's awesome. Run. 3, 2. Take a breath. Set this down. There. That's where you need to be. Elbow straight, okay? Elbow. And lift. Up. Go wider. Feel that initial shrug. There is fine. Yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Kinetic stretch. Move in and out of the deepest range, but you're pulling into position and pushing into position. I should feel the same muscles I worked in my liftoff. Pull me deep, stretch. And then the complementary muscles on the other side, my lat, maybe a little pec, maybe a little delt, push me away. High tension, 10 seconds. So you can push away further. Go ahead, push away. Push, 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 push. Yeah, until the shoulder's there. Then pull, 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 pull. Very good. 2, 1, breath. Really nice, guys. Good. You can go ahead and retest. How do I feel here? What's it like to stack and then even like rotate? What's it like to do a couple like swimmer motions? Great. Okay. Now let's do the whole series, but 2 arms. You're just going to you're going to go to a Y, but on both sides. And you're like, how are we going to do the lifts? We're not really going to do the lifts. We're just going to do the kinetic stretch. Okay, so we won't be lifting here, but we will be pulling in and pushing out for the 30 seconds. Okay, but first, a minute of stretch. 3, 2, 1, go. Take some deep breaths. Just hang, settle, adjust as needed. You might not be in the perfect position to start. That's okay. You can make your changes, make your adjustments. Then once you've got some stretch, it's about relaxing into it, finding your breath. Two more deep breaths. Try to fill your rib cage with air. Can you breathe expansively into your sides and into your upper back? Go kinetic stretch. Push into the bench. Feel your lats engage. Pull your hands to the ceiling, but they're glued to the bench. That'll pull you deeper into the stretch you were just in. Push and pull. You're here for 30 seconds. Feel your shoulder blades glide as you work. They should be gliding around your rib cage. You're like, what? Gliding around my rib cage? It's happening. That is what's happening. You got it, my friends. Let your T-spine sink to the floor in the bottom. Shoulder blades will come a little closer together. And then feel the space between them grow as you come back. So let this drop to the floor even more. Can you squeeze these together? Yeah, now push away, do the opposite. Yes, that's the movement you want. Very nice. 2, 1, rest. Okay, you guys ready to snatch now? Ready to handstand push-up now? This is great. That was really good. Let's try to reinforce. Just get a couple shoulder cars. It's just like some global movement. Okay, what do I own here? Can I get some rotation on my way back? Can I come back up? In fact, let's just use this moment to learn the swimmer if you haven't done it before, because we're going to do them in the last piece of the workout. Start with your hands behind your back. Roll your blades back and down. Lift your hands off your back, but try not to shrug. Extend your elbows. Work your way around. Feel this rotation as you come up to a Y. Now hinge at the elbow. Shoulder blades are still stacked. You can even pull your elbows back behind you to really feel your upper back work. And then go back out to that Y. Reach down, feel rotation. Lift as high as you can. Then bend at the elbow, high as you can on the back, and then relax. That's one swimmer. That's great. We're going to do this later. For now, though, we're going to do some funky stuff that needs a name. So if you have ideas, if you're into branding, marketing of exercises, please name this exercise. You're going to hold on to the bench for dear life. I kind of wanted to call them like something about the hood of the car. Kind of feels like you're like on the hood of the car. Okay, that's what I think of. But you're going to basically lift up and then try to bring your feet as high in this direction as possible. You're going to put them down, and then we're going to lift and hold 10 seconds, down, 10 seconds, down, 3 sets. Okay? You want basically like your pubic bone at the edge of the bench. Okay, hold on to the bench for dear life. Now lift your legs up. Try not to extend your low back so much. Open as wide as you can and as high up on the bench as you can, and then put them down. So like lift up, Ron. Can you go wider? You want to get up to like, yeah, okay, put them down. Good, put them down. Okay, that's as high as you can go, that's fine. So you're trying to abduct as far as possible and maybe cramp in the outside of your hip. And now 3, 2, 1, lift, hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. It's not about your low back. It's about the outside of your hips. So go wider. You're basically, look at me. You're trying to do, your legs are back here. You're trying to do this, right? As high as you can. Ready? 3, 2, 1, lift. Yes. Straighten that. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Take a breath and lift. Go, go, go. Try to get out of your upper back. Find the outside of your hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Very nice. Take a breath. Come on out. We work the outside. Good morning, Manny. Comically difficult. Mostly comically because you guys are in this position, which is just hilarious. Who's got names? What do you want to call that one? What? Tree huggers. What do you guys think? Look, we're in the ideation phase. Any idea is a good idea right now? It needs to be catchy. Did you call it? Floating straddle. I really like that. Ashley's named good exercise. What'd you call it? Space Cowboy? Woo. Okay. All right. These are moves. This is called the Copenhagen plank. I don't know why. I think it's because there was a study done, Danes, that said that this was good for you. Anyway, Copenhagen plank, you're going to open your hip. You're pushing down with this knee and lifting up with this knee. You should feel lots of stuff happening in here and over here. Shimmy into your setup. I know it's awkward, but it's worth it. Make your shin parallel to the bench. My shin parallel to the bench like this. I pop up. Ready? We're going to hold for 20 seconds. Pop up. Open your hip like you were at the top of a kettlebell swing. That's you, Elias. Open your hip like you're at the top of a swing. So scoot away a little more. This way. Put your elbow here. 5, 4, yes. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Switch sides. Very good. How about the hips? Insides. What'd you say? I go bottom leg bent, just mirror the top leg and try to squeeze the knees together. So the bottom leg will work too. You ready? 2, 1, up. Yeah. As long as it's open, that's fine. Great, good. Fight this, find that, yes. Can you pop your hip a millimeter higher? Can you push through the arm? That looks great, dude. You done these before? Fucking natural. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. One more set of Space Cowboy straddle float hovers. and Copenhagen planks. Then we got a little finisher, and then you done. You ready? Get on the spaceship. You ready? No matter how high you lift your legs, try to get them towards your hips or up towards the top of the bench. 3, 2, 1, lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Hey, my friend, our front desk is around the corner. Just keep walking, make a left, you'll see it. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, lift. All right. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Can you bring this to me? Yes, there you go. 4, 2, rest. Really nice, guys. Other side of the joint, I should say. Copenhagen plank, inside a hip is now going to work hard. We'll go at the top of the minute from the 75 to the 75-30. You have 13 seconds to get set up all nice. The shin is parallel to the bench. 3, 2, 1, up. Yes, better, Elias. Try not to be here. Can you be here? There, good. Breathe, 20 seconds. Two, one, rest. Other side. Going in 5, 3, 2, come here. You got your elbow over here. 1, go. Right over here. All the way over here. All right. And then your hip. Yes, that's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Excellent work. You made it. You just have a little finisher. Your finisher. Stand up for me. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I get to use all the stuff I just opened up. It's not terrible. 10 reps of horse stance. Know what a horse stance is first. Horse stance, feet go together. 1, 2, 3 steps out. If you feel like Ashley, you can go 5 steps out. You're gonna pull down to parallel. And now, with an arch in your back, belly's tight, hands go behind. We're gonna take seconds to get to the top, 6 seconds to come back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 2, 6. I'm going to do 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can just keep going if you want. Ooh, my hips are opening up while I'm here. I'm able to get lower. If you're able to get lower, bring your chest up higher. Do it. I love you all, but I have to abandon you because I start another session. If you are feeling like a boss, Michael. Squat. Jesus Christ. What is this shit? Turn my back for 1 second. Try to bring your hips straight down. There. Now hold that position. Now do it. Eyes forward, chest up. Those of you who feel like Michael, Liz, myself, and your hips want, you're going to have to fight hard to drive this wide to leave you space so you can be vertical. That's the stuff we worked all day. We tried to open that and then turn it on. Now we're using it. All right, my friends, you get your 10 done. You gave it out a couple fist bumps because that was a workout for your joints and for your end ranges. You did great. I will see you all soon. Thank you.